essential in legal interpretations in this country. You know, it is not out of the question that if you start losing conservatives and start seeing liberals, could our Second Amendment protections be whittled away at some point if conservatives become the minority on the court? And that scares the bejesus out of me. It really does. 800-801-8999, the nationwide number here on Schmidt. 800-801-8999. We also need to pick up with the story that broke during our show on Friday, and that was the allegation that Russia was paying off militants in Afghanistan, Taliban militants, with bounty money that the Russians were paying off these militants to kill U.S. troops and coalition troops. And there's been a lot of movement on that over the weekend, and especially today as well. So we'll get into the latest on that and what the White House has said and Trump's denial on briefings. So all that is coming up in just a bit. I mentioned that we had a COVID controversy, and I want to play a piece of video. This is circulating. This is going around. I've received this from numerous people over the last couple of days. It's dozens. Hey, Schmidt, have you seen this? I've had conversations with doctors. I've done research. I've actually seen some doctors debunking this. But what is circulating, and a lot of people are buying into this, is that a non-doctor, an Ohio state representative by the name of Nino Vitale, he's got a business degree, not a doctor, and he's using an oxygen meter, an oxygen tester, an oxygen sensor in a highly unscientific experiment and jamming this thing under or behind masks that people are wearing and then making the claim that there's oxygen depletion from what people are breathing. But this has been debunked, and a video like this, especially from a public official elected by the people of the state of Ohio, this is dangerous, to be quite honest. I want to play a little bit of the video here. You can hear the audio. We'll post this up on the Schmidt list so you can see the whole nearly 7-minute long video, but listen to this.
Hi, this is State Representative Nino Vitale. We're here today to talk about oxygen deprivation and mask usage. We're out here in the middle of a field in Champaign County. It's a beautiful 70 degrees this evening. We're next to 100-acre woods. And what we have here is an instant oxygen sensor. This senses different types of gases, and if it senses anything above or below the normal level, this GX2009 made by RKI, you can look up this unit, will beep and it will tell us if there's a problem. Now, as you can see, 19.5% is what OSHA recommends as safe. Anything below that is considered unsafe. This unit will beep if the oxygen level drops below that. Right now you can see it's at 20.9, so it's above safe levels. And we're going to bring in our first...
And 20.9, that is the ambient, 20.9, 21%, that is the ambient amount of oxygen that is in our atmosphere. So, of course, if you have 100%, then you have other gases and inert gases that make up the air that we breathe. Whereas the actual oxygen content at sea level, essentially, is about 21%. Compressed air, and I'm a scuba diver, so we lowered a little bit to 20.8% when it's compressed air when we do our calculations. But 20, just on average, just to have a nice round up, 21% is the oxygen that we breathe. So this state rep in Ohio, he's out in the field here, and he's got this little oxygen sensor device, and then he's putting it underneath kids' masks while they breathe, and then showing that the oxygen level has dropped well below 21%.
Student, because of course the public health experts are recommending that we have, you can come in, that we have our students wear masks. So we're going to take the GX2009, we're going to put it up inside the mask and just have our student breathe normally here and see if it starts to. Okay, you can see that this started to beep right away. Let me see if I can show the percentage.
Okay, so there's just a lot of stupidity going on here. In that, first one uses 3 kids and they all stick the same device without sanitizing the device. They're sticking it up in their mask. But also keep in mind that if you're breathing out, you're also exhaling some carbon dioxide, and the sensor is right, at your mouth where the exchange is occurring. So this is just so scientifically bogus. You don't test oxygen levels that way. To effectively and properly test oxygen levels, you use a pulse oximeter, or you use a hospital-grade, a professional measurement system. And I've seen online, I've seen numerous pieces written on how defunct, how bogus this test was from this Ohio state representative. He's a Republican. I'm a Republican. But I'm sorry, I gotta call out bogus junk, conspiracy, garbage crap that I see that's dangerous, that might prevent people from taking steps to stop the spread. And wearing a mask in a public place or where you can't properly socially distance, gotta call it out. The fact is, I've seen numerous tests that wearing the type of masks that are being recommended in a hospital setting, that doctors that wear these things all day long, well before COVID-19, during normal surgeries, and they have done many tests on this, the oxygen level in the blood, which is what counts, with your blood bringing O2 levels to your body, there's no change. There is no distinguishable, there's no alteration in the O2, the oxygen levels, when using the proper equipment and testing properly with an O2, a pulse oximeter, for instance, or other equipment to measure oxygen in your blood. Putting this in front of a kid's face with a mask with them blowing out CO2, of course this thing's going to beep. Folks, this is dangerous. What the hell is this guy doing?
This is Smith.
The world needs more heroes.